Hey everybody, what's going on? MyKewl here. Today I just want to be discussing a topic about, is Black Ops and the whole Call of Duty franchise, is it dying? Now, over the past couple of years, I've been thinking, like, is Black Ops, or is Call of Duty for the matter, is this still going to be the #1 most played game, you know, on consoles in 5 years from now? Even a year from now? Now, I actually have some questions here. Sorry if you hear any people talking in the background on this video, because in the gameplay I had some friends in a party chat. So just excuse that, please. But I was thinking, is there going to be a new game set up? Because I remember back in the Halo Golden days, there were just Halo, and not as many people were playing other games. And Call of Duty 3 wasn't really played. Actually, that's shunned down upon as being the worst Call of Duty ever. But you know, matter of fact, Halo had its golden time. Call of Duty is having its golden time. Is it still going to be good in the next at least 5 years? Or even a year? Actually, I would have to say no. I feel like there's going to be a new game, because every console I feel like that comes out, there's always a new game that comes out. So I'm going to be pulling up some, you know, wiki answers to get some base points and answers, which are pretty helpful, I guess. But I just want to give some, I'm just going to start from Modern Warfare 2. By March of 2010, so a couple of months after Modern Warfare 2 came out, there was 10 million copies sold. So that was about a 4-month period, I believe. And then Black Ops sold 14 million in the US. Now, I don't know when the date is for that, but you know, you kind of see a little rise. I don't know if maybe if this is total, it doesn't actually say, but that is kind of in the middle. But Modern Warfare 3 sold 6.5 million, which is a dramatic difference, and I think that's overall up until Black Ops 2 days. So there's obviously not a big increase, it's a huge decrease actually. So it's like half of what was originally, especially in Black Ops 1. And then Black Ops 2 sold 7.5 million. This is still a dramatic decrease. It's actually was really big for the first month, but I don't think there's any more copies actually being physically sold. So I'm actually thinking that the whole Call of Duty franchise is dying out, and I feel like, seriously, after this Black Ops 2, I don't know how they're going to revive it. I think the Modern Warfare series is done. I'm almost positive it is. I didn't actually play the story or anything, so I don't know if that matters. But I just think it should be done because it got dual in Modern Warfare 3 days. But then after this, is there going to be a Black Ops 3? What is going on? You know, I have absolutely no idea. I don't think they actually can revive it, because every time there's a new console, there's always just a new gem. Going back to 64-bit days, we had, you know, Mario, and we had a lot more family party games, and, you know, Mario Party, and then we had a lot of platformers that were good, like Banjo-Kazooie, and all these, you know, good ones. I'm just naming Nintendo stuff because I never was a PlayStation kid. And then, you know, the next generation with the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and the Xbox. The PlayStation 2 did sell more copies, but it was a very, you know, it was a very weird year. It was a mix between platformers and the GameCube. PlayStation 2 had a lot more of a genre of games like racing. It was just a lot more about fun, I guess. And then Xbox has had Halo, and Halo was like the biggest game at its time. I believe on Halo 2 midnight release, they sold out copies for like a weekend or something like that. I don't even know. It was just crazy. I actually remember seeing that on the news, how many people were getting shot and stuff for that. And then same for Halo 3, actually. Halo 3 was a big deal, but it kind of died down after a while. So then we bring up this console generation, whereas the Wii U's already out, which is obviously not doing so well, I don't believe, but it's not selling so well in Black Ops 2 wise. It's a very party type of console. It's like the Wii, where you're not going to buy a Modern Warfare game or a Call of Duty game on that console. But for the fact that it's kind of dying down already, there was a lot of copies on the Nintendo Wii over Modern Warfare 3, I believe. That was a big game on the Wii, because I believe that was the first time it came out on the same time or the same date. Or maybe that was just Black Ops, I'm not too sure. But is there going to be a new gem next console? I don't know, actually, or new generation for the matter. I don't know, because if you think about it, this game is totally dying out. I cannot imagine playing this in the next year. I would really start hating myself. I've noticed that I get a big decrease in the like playing aspect. I went back to Modern Warfare 3, which brought it back up on my YouTube specifically so I can make videos over it, and it was a good thing to make videos over, because I kind of like that the feeling of not being alone, I guess, and playing with friends. That's when it's fun, and that's when they added Face Off, which I think is a good idea, but I don't want to discuss that. So, do you think the series is getting dull overall? I've always thought it was kind of dull. I never really was a huge fan of any Call of Duty. Not saying that I was bad at it or anything, but I never thought it was that good of a game. Throughout my whole, entire, lifetime on here on this planet, I just always thought of it as a dull, boring game. Do you think that's going to change into getting better or even worse? Because I noticed a big decline. I mean, I miss Call of Duty 4 days and Modern Warfare 2. World at War was really fun as well. It brought up zombies. And then, Modern Warfare 3 was better than Black Ops 2 in my opinion. So do you think there's going to be a difference at all in the next generation? I believe so. Now, I don't want to be completely specific with Call of Duty by itself, but even for shooters, do you think shooters are still going to be, or FPS for the matter, going to be #1 still most sold and played games of this generation or next generation? Because I think it's kind of dying out. I like FPSs. They're really fun. I feel like you're more immersed into the game itself. But would the games change? Would there be a different genre? I mean, RPGs, they were a pretty big deal, I guess, in the generation before, and after that, it just kind of died down, I guess. And that's like kind of like platformers. They were a 64-bit gen. It's just, it always switches, But I just never actually thought about this, because if there is a new game coming out, what's to say that it was actually be good? Because over time, Call of Duty definitely has died out. It was watered out. It was everything. And I think it's just got obnoxiously boring, to be honest. I'm not actually saying overall if I dislike the game or like the game. I do like it. I'm not trying to say that it's the worst game. It's just there's so many better games out there, for me at least, and this has been my opinion since over a year ago. I'd rather play League of Legends or pretty much any other game besides Call of Duty at this point. Maybe, an actual good game. I think the only reason I would even be able to play Call of Duty is to make videos over it, because I feel it's more fun and being more immersed into the YouTube community, as well as playing with friends. And so that's what I'm doing right here, is I'm helping this guy out while he gets his care package. And, it's just a nice little game, I guess, to play with friends, but that's obviously not what it is, especially when all your friends quit because it's so boring. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling right here. You can go ahead and give this a like, maybe just discuss this in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. A like really does help me. Anyways, I'm just going to speed this up right here. Alright, this is MyKewl, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace.
Hadouken!